So don't come to me reckless, for I'll up the F and impress this. Cause you not wanna end on this hit list. If your name on this shit, it's a death wish. We roll with basics and masters and ghost pricks. On some Obi-Wan shit when I buy that sticks. Feel like a Nazi by how I done stoke bricks. Coming no better than I tell you to low slits. Yes, I say I'm my ranges. We hop in the ranges and tame fuck. Oh, you got some beef, you a lame fuck. On some alien shit, got them beams up. Yes, I put toe tags on this whole fam. Can I give a fuck if he...
What's good? What's hood? What's Gigabyte? This host Wolf King JQ, aka JQ the King Greed, aka JQ live the Blameless Village. Back on my second video I made on my... It was 2 months ago when I did my first impression of season 7. So this is my second impression of my season 7. So season 7, what can I say about it? When I first started it, I did not really care for it whatsoever. I didn't really care for it whatsoever. In the background is gameplay. This is my second time trying to make a recording of it. I made a recording of it, but at the time I was pretty much talking in this whole video, and I kind of messed up because then I just said, you know what? I can do a voiceover of the gameplay. So pretty much what y'all see in the background is what I was saying, but it really couldn't get to it. So let's go back on track. So when I first played season 7, when it was first new and all that stuff, I did not like it whatsoever. I did not like it because I thought it was... I didn't like it because the map was too big. It seemed like it was bigger, and they added vehicles, and that vehicle aspect kind of threw me off because I did not want it to be like... I did not really want it to be to like a next like another what's that game called? What's that whack game that nobody plays but little kids do? Fortnite. Yeah, I don't want to be. They started moving it to Fortnite aspect. That's one thing I did not want them to do whatsoever. Cause I was kind of scared on that one. That I said, oh shit, they gonna make it to it. They gonna turn Apex into the next Fortnite. But that was one negative. Second negative. My first impression was Horizon. I didn't really care for her. She was not a character that I wanted to play. And like I said, like how Rampart was, to me, Horizon was a character that I really will say we did not really need her this season, this yet. Because really, she's kind of a... My first impression, I didn't really care for her because I didn't really play as her that much. But that was probably it. Then I would say pretty much like this kind of the map. It's trying to get used to the map was a problem because I was used to World's Edge and the King's Canyon, or whatever you call that weird desert planet we be on. So really, that was a couple of my dislikes. That was a couple of them, but I probably keep going. There's be some more. Then my positive on my first impression was I like they want to add new things to it, like how we have a whole new planet, Olympus, and it was a planet it was like this from visual wise. It was beautiful, a beautiful map we went to. But back on the negative was it was a problem how big it was to me. It seemed like it was bigger than normal. That was my positive / negative about Olympus. That it was more open space. Like it was more of an open space for... Okay, so there was more open space, I'll say. But another positive is for people who play as a Horizon. This map was a plus for if I would, let's say, want to play a Horizon, because everything was tall. So with Horizon's ability, it will be a big advantage of me doing a lot of things and getting a lot of things done, because it would have been more simple to like, oh, let's get the high ground. No Anakin though. No Obi-Wan, I should say. Okay, let's get the drop on them. They not paying attention. Let's flank them. That's what I was seeing people play as her. But then when people play as Horizon, it was always a negative because everybody just now got this character, so they didn't really know how to use her. So I would say when at the beginning of the season, it was always a big negative with come to Horizon because everybody was trying to use Horizon at her fullest and try what they did in the trailer. It was not what you can't really do in the game. I'll say that was some of my negatives. Another positive is it was a good place for dipping and dodging. If you getting shot at or somebody blasting, you can dip, dip, dodge. And I think the replicators. I don't know if that was in season 6 because I didn't really pay attention like that in season 6. But the replicators, it was kind of a big advantage because if you had enough points, you can craft more gear and stuff like all that. That's what I kind of like. So, my second impression of now, because the season is probably going to end soon in a couple days or a couple hours, and we're gonna get season 8 with the Australian spaceman. So, what was so? Let me look at my notes real quick. So, let's start with positive for my second intake. Positive. The vehicles. What I said about the vehicles, the vehicles are more of a. I thought it was more as a helpful means while how I thought the vehicle was gonna be like a nuisance or a hinder or like, oh, we gonna try to change this into the next. Excuse me. To the next Fortnite. I had to keep thinking about the game because the game's not relevant no more. But that's why I thought I was gonna have to change it to the next. But it really wasn't because really if you were in a faraway land, like pretty much somewhere far away from the circle, hop in that boom. If I hop in there, boom, I can actually cover ground more than just running from point A all the way to point B and probably get caught in the storm. So that's why I would say the Trident was a big step up when my first impression of it. So I like the Trident. I don't really like getting in there. Like I always get into the Trident when it's okay, we're far away from the circle, and so let's hurry up and try to come back to it. That was my impression was. But now, man, I like the Trident now. For a good getaway, if you got smart teammates who good getaway, or if you get close to the circle, the storm's on you, you can hop in and boom, you can be gone like the wind. Ain't got like turbo. You can't hit turbo speed 24/7. And the one thing I like about it too, if you get hit by the Trident by your teammates or another opponent, you don't take no damage. That's one thing I like about it. But another problem I had, so that's probably a couple more positives I'll say. The negatives about the Trident that I saw when the season was going on, it's still a big target. You're still a target in the open, because if somebody who has a sniper or who pretty much pay attention what he's doing sees you, he can take shot, or they can follow you to where you're going. Or if, let's say, one of your teammates crashed and y'all got stuck, and another team can get a jump on you, you will take damage. Like, you would really do get hurt. That's what I would say. The Trident is a good and it's like a double-edged sword. It has the positives and the negatives of having the Trident. If you can try not get stuck or nothing, or not get detected, then you always gonna be good. But somebody can see you or spot you from a distance, then yes, it's a problem. That you're gonna get sniped super quick and super fast. That was my negatives about the Trident. I'm positive and negatives about the Trident. So for my second impression of the map, like starting with the positive again, the map is still beautiful. Really nothing much has changed, but it's a beautiful place though. It still has their high ground advantage that it can be a little problematic if you don't got the high ground. Like, you gonna pretty much, if somebody's pulling a Obi-Wan and you the Anakin, then yeah, you gonna lose and you gonna become the next Darth Vader. But besides that, it's a beautiful place. Had a whole bunch of high ground. You have high ground after high ground. You can get a good position. You can set up. pretty much you could be like Fort Knox. You can take no damage or nothing like that. That's one thing I like about the map. It's still beautiful. No changes. No changes has happened to the maps that I really saw that it can be a big. Well, I could say when they added when they added Pathfinder's boxing arena, whatever you call it. That was a big phase, but the main thing I didn't like about that, it was once somebody's in you can never die. Nobody can shoot you when you was in the barrier. That's one problem. Besides that, it was beautiful. You can have high ground if you're smart enough to play. You can really do it because even some of the points that were like, you can actually you really could you can flank people. That's what I'm trying to think where you can flank people if the high ground connects to where they is. If you can find a open or secret path that leads up to them, oh yeah, that's a good flanking position. You can flank them quick as you can flank them so quick, so fast. It's not even funny. My bad, y'all. But yeah, that was positive. Negatives. The negatives is going to be clue as with the high ground. The high ground can make or break you. Depends on who you have on your team and what weapons you have. That can make you or break you to make you lose any matches. Because every kind of high ground, boom, tear you up. Boom, tear you up. Boom, shoot you dead. Anytime high grounds can be the most deadliest thing or most positive thing to you. That's what I'll say. It really was never a good thing. I'll say it was a good. It depends if you have Horizon on your team, and yeah, you could get into any position. Even if you have Octane, you can get to any high ground. But hope you kind of don't overshot or nothing like that. That was the negative. That was pretty much what I had problems with this map. Like this, it was and it was big, but if you have to try, you can get bounce kind of faster. Then what else? So pretty much that was probably I'll say I had problems with the map. So my other pressure. So another one, the season. I would say what do you call events? The events was not good. It was not good. The events was not good whatsoever. It was pretty much a problem, I would say. It was lackluster. It will be here. Let's do something that we probably did a couple years ago, but that was it. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think. Well, cause I didn't write. Cause we came to the events, I did not write them on my notes. So that's probably I did myself. I did not write them on my notes. But some of the events was not really like, oh snap, let me do these events and see what happens, or let me do this and get this reward. It was like pretty much a lackluster thing. Like I didn't really care for some of the events they had. It was just kind of a boring thing. Like it was like, oh okay, I can probably buy these when it comes on the store, when they're on sale or something. Like that's how I saw it. That's how I really saw it. Some of the items, some of the stuff, yeah, it was looking cool, but I was not going to be wasting my time to really do the events and act like it was great or something like that. So that's what I did not really care for about the events. So that's what my problem came by the events. So I got the events out the way. The legend of the day. The legend is Horizon. Horizon was a character that my first impression when I first saw her, even when they really told her what we was gonna have, I did not care for it whatsoever. In my head, when I saw Horizon, I said, okay, we having another character that's pretty much a waste of a slot. Because like last season, I did not really care for Rampart whatsoever. To me, she was a boring character. as well. She was just a defense type of character. So mostly people who pick Vampire Wars will camp and will do more camper things or defense things. That's why I saw Rampart. For Horizon, it was just like another person who, oh, I can move, or if you shoot me, I can leave. I can move, leave, I can do all this stuff while taking like damage. That was one problem I didn't really care for Horizon. And the problem was because she was a new character, new legend. Not many people really saw her as a threat, or they didn't really get the hang of her. But what comes to Horizon, I'll say how I feel about her still the same, but a little bit different now. Is because now since I play with people, or I saw how people are using her, she's a good character, I'll say. When it comes to Olympus, Olympus and Horizon go hand in hand. Cause like how Olympus has a lot of skyscrapers or tall buildings, if you have Horizon, then yes. Whew. Dang, I ate, bro. My bad, y'all. I keep burping. Cause I ate before I did this. Now I'm kind of feeling the itis effects. But back on what I'm saying, like a lot of things. Oh my god! I'm sorry, y'all, because it's like tall skyscraper buildings or buildings that are tall. And so if you have Rise, you can actually have your whole team or just you up on there, and you can rain bullets from the heavens. People won't know. Or if you're trying to get a little distance, you can put that on. You can shoot. You can get like a little high vantage point a little bit, and throw and shoot, because you can fight people who don't aim straight, or they do all this stuff and you can shoot from below while even going on top of a building. Just throw her little thing. Her ult is always a negative and a positive. Like you have to really have a tactical advantage and have a tactical mind to use that. Because you drop it willy-nilly, people can really run off, like get away from it, because I have a radius that can bring people towards it. But besides that, it really was not a big advantage. You like if you was fighting somebody and like, hey, you tell your teammate to drop it, then yeah, it can be a big advantage. But if somebody who trying to get just throw and hope they get somebody, it was never really a good thing. What other positives I had about Horizon? Lore wise, I would say she was like, I would say, the mother to people. She didn't really she was a mother to the legends. I would say about lore wise. My negatives about her is pretty much, it was always that little drop. It was her ult and her main ability is that somebody can drop it real fast. You don't know what's going on, and they can get dropped on you. Or you can drop it, and sometimes you have to kind of have your body a certain way to get into a high vantage point. If you actually will hit let's say a building with a roof on top, then you gonna get hit. You gonna bonk your head on and drop back down. That was one problem I had about her. Her ult, it hurts foe. It hurts everybody who's in the radius. So that brings everybody towards you. So that means if you and your team, let's say you and your other teammate versus another team, and somebody can drop it onto you, and boom, they'll grab everybody who's in the area. Then everybody can get killed quick, because that's what happened to me when I first played this game. When I first had somebody use Horizon, I'm thinking that her ability don't hurt me, but it brought me closer. That I realized that at the last second, when I realized that I was getting hurt as well. So besides that, if you're smart, make smart plays, then yes, Horizon is a good character to play. If you're smart enough and you have a tactical mind, you can have good advantage point. You can be like the next Obi-Wan Kenobi in Apex. You can have the high ground and all that stuff. So that's why I saw with Horizon. I'll say, oh yeah. Here's one thing. I have a problem with the map swaps, the rotate of the maps. It be times that it be like sometimes this, because for me, I play on Kings Canyon. Like this Olympus, yes, it's a beautiful place, but I don't like it how big it is and how much vehicles they have, so people can run away and all the zip lines. Excuse me, y'all. Zip lines around in Olympus. But I got tired of people always, because I want to play it with all three maps. I don't want to have days or events that, okay, Kings Canyon is now a limited time you can play as Kings Canyon, or you can play 2 days in Olympus, then 2 days back in World's Edge. I want to play as like, hey, let's have 2 days of World Edge, 2 days of Kings Canyon, 2 days of Olympus. Like this, let's do that. Let's rotate that. That was the main problem I had, because sometimes when I play Kings Canyon, I always get killed at the beginning, because like a lot of people who never or used to not like play Kings Canyon, they were trying to be rushing, trying to get more kills than they can handle. But there would always be like a problem with that. That was my main problem I didn't like about the rotation of the game. But it is what it is. So I hope in this next season, I hope when it's season 8, they can actually have that rotation on good. Like, okay, it's okay. Like, let's have Kings Canyon one. Like, let's have the new Kings Canyon. Let's swap it to like 2 days or a day or something like that. Let's have Olympus. Then next day, let's have World's Edge, and just like keep doing like that. Like, have good rotation, not a stick with 2 maps for pretty much the whole season, all that stuff. That's what I want them to do. That's pretty much my positive. That's one of my negatives. Oh yeah, and another thing I want them to do in season 8 is have better events. That's what things that they need to have better events that actually have me invest into actually want to do certain events, so I can have like even new events to do in the game. Like have dummies, like bring back the dummies, or have a shotgun only or a pistols only, something like that back. Except for just like, alright, here we're gonna have these lifeline drops, care packages drop on the ground, and you can hope you can get purple, red, blue, wherever. Like, I don't want like that right there. That's why I wish they can do something different with that. So what came to the season in general, that was the most pitiful season I ever had. What came to the treasure box, like in season 5, what came to the broken ghost, I was really invested into it. I played this game every day, even days I played it on Tuesday, like with Apex Tuesday I played it. Off camera I played it. I was mad invested into season 5. I played it constantly. Get my kills up with Loba, get my kills up with Revenant. To the point I was invested into season 5. Same thing for their events. Their events was kind of good, but season 6 wasn't there. Like then going then season 6 and season 7, going back to that comic book. Like, to me, I understand it takes time to make a comic book, but my question is this though: you have the actors and actresses there. Why can't we not have them their own voice actors doing dialogue, like how let's say we have Revenant in the scene, in the comic book scene. Let's have his voice actor talk as Revenant instead of us reading it, or have a like that. That's what I think. Like, you can have the actors or actresses play their characters as in comic books. Pretty much they reading the lines, so that's what we can do. What comes to the rewards, I had a couple skins that I really wanted. One was for Wraith, but now looking at it, it don't look fire. It look whack. But some of the skins for the guns was kind of smooth. Like, I like that smooth likeness. But the rewards was never a good rewards. I would like, okay, I'll buy this battle pass to get these rewards. I didn't really care for it like that. That was my main problem with with it. So I hope season 8 it be much better rewards that I can get. That's okay. I want to buy the season pass like I did season 5. I bought the season 5 battle pass and I kind of ranked up kind of fast. Got enough gear that I enjoyed. But yeah, that's what I see. Like, what else I'll say? That's pretty much about it. What came to the season. So, but yeah, like this. I'm not hating on people like this. If you like this season, then go ahead, enjoy this. Tell me what y'all like in this season, season 7. What did y'all like and what y'all did not like? What y'all wish they could change and what they could kept. Cause I want to know. Cause like this, I do this just to hear y'all reaction. I want to hear what y'all feel. And if y'all find my channel, hey, I'm JQ, Jake the Wolf King, or Wolf King Jake, whatever you want to call me. We play Apex every day on this channel. Like this, cause like I tell people, I'm a big fan of Apex. I invest more time in this game than, Fortnite or even Call of Duty Warzone. I actually am like this. I like this with the whole Titanfall universe. And I want to know what they could do to make this game better, or every season after that. Because like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I really was not expecting to get Horizon this season. I'm thinking we was gonna get Cuban Bliss as a legend. That's what I thought we was gonna get. I would not be mad, because then that was the case. And, oh yeah, I was gonna invest my time into this game. But we got a character that I don't play as. I don't see that many people play as, to be real with you. So I just want to know. I just want to know what y'all feel about this. Who you wish could be in the game? Who y'all want them to add? And all that. Cause I want to know, really. I want to know how y'all think about this. What they could do next season, or the next season coming up. But yeah, like this. I hope season 8 has like good things coming along. Cause like regardless, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play this game until every season comes out. I'm gonna play it now and for how long they keep making updates and doing things to Apex. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be one of their like, I ain't gonna spend money to get things, but I will do things like these impression videos, these first and second impressions, my first and my like my before and after impressions. I'll start doing these. Like, even when the next season comes, I'm gonna play a couple games with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I like and what I don't like, and we can see if what those things can change in more game coming along, or if things will be much better because over time I get used to their mechanics and all that stuff. That's how I saw it. The loot, okay, and like there's nothing. The loot system. It was times that I was fighting people early in the game that had purple shields off the rip, or 2 teams had purple shields that I never got. Certain weapons did mad damage, even you have full health. And it was just kind of a weird thing how certain guns have more damage than other, or pack a bigger punch than other weapons. But besides that, but this season, I'll give this season a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. And that ranking, that means it's not bad. It's not the worst. It's not okay. It's not alright. It's not meh. It's not even good. I'm gonna say it's a enjoyable play. It's a playful good. I can play it without no problems. So, well, that's the way. I hope y'all enjoy this episode of Apex Legend JQ's first impressions, and I will see y'all next time on season 8 on JQ's first impression, season 8. But that's what I hope y'all enjoy this episode. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell so you can always be notified when I drop more bangers like Apex and other stuff. And look forward for tomorrow, because this is a Monday what I'm doing. Look for it on tomorrow for Apex Tuesday of the last season of Season 7. So with that out the way, y'all stay safe. Get your money up. Get your girl up. Y'all be good. Chill. Get your money if you got to. Slap a girl on her ass if you want to. And I'll catch y'all later. May Egyptian God bless her and JQ's out. Peace.